Welcome back to KRS Investment, where investments are made simple. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're subscribed to this channel, I thank you so much for sticking with the family. If you're not yet subscribed, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I just want to let you guys know on this channel, we do everything simple. We keep it simple. We break it down simple. We make sure that the average person can understand how to invest in a stock, in a company in general, to understand the basis what we follow. Now, we try to not complicate it with the fancy charts, resistance levels and all that stuff. We basically invest in companies that are value based. Now, if you guys take a look at my screen right now, on the right, we're looking at Workhorse. Now, I let you guys in when we saw that huge drop back here. We look back on the 23rd when we saw this stock tumbled all the way down to $12.50. While everyone was panicking, I kept buying shares of Workhorse. Now, I let you guys know as well in previous videos that this was a buying opportunity for anyone that missed out last year. Now, yesterday as well, it was a great opportunity because we did see that the stock was down for most of the day, down to as low as $11.40 at one point. Hopefully, some of you guys got in. Now, great news today. We saw that we have a 14% rise so far. We're looking at the stock right now. It's up 14%. It was up as high as 13.94. We saw there's a small pullback, but that's expected. That's okay. If you guys were going short term, you could have made a small profit. Now, if you're going long term, this price still doesn't matter, guys. But the key factor is this. If we look back a year ago, we can see that Workhorse was trading for $2.70, for $3, for $4, for $10. We watch it grew and hit that $40 per share. So for anyone that got in last year, was a perfect opportunity. No, I got in a little bit late last year because I got in just running in this time here before they start to rise. So I did pay a premium in the 1150, 1050 range, but it still works out for me at somewhat. But the point is, I was able to make a huge profit along the way. The first rise when it breaks at $21 per share, I was able to make a small profit. Then I was able to get back in the mid 14 again. I was able to make another profit again when it breaks that $28 per share. And guys, you can look at the pattern. I kept buying and selling. It rise up to 29. You know what I mean? I stick to the plan. I was able to get back in when it touched down in the $16 per share. Obviously goes down to as low as 15. I think at 15.20 at that time, but I still capitalized at 16. Then I was able to make another run at 28. I was able to regroup again in the 20s, and obviously I was able to get 100% again back in the 40s. So if you watch the picture of this, guys, I kept going back and forth in this company. I was able to invest a lot of money in the company, so to make a lot of profit. Now, when I saw this huge drop off that we see back here on the 23rd, 24th of February to at $12.50, obviously at that point, the stock was halted. So I was only able to get in at a small percent rise. So what I did, I just put a buy order in at that point for $13, and whatever it fills from 12.70 up to 13, I was okay with that, right? Now, we saw there was a small run up to 16 again and break $17 per share. Obviously, knowing that there are going to be some resistance there, I was able to exit, wait patiently until yesterday. When everyone was down, I was able to go back and get my shares. Now I'm up today another 14+%. So I'm going to hold it for now. I'm going to hold. I definitely think that Workhorse will for sure will test that $20 per share market very soon. In terms of breaking $30 per share, my short-term goal is to see if it could break 20. Once it breaks $20 per share, then that sweet spot of 28 to 34 is more believable at that point, right? But $40 per share, definitely in the long run, it will cross that mark again. And keep in mind as well, I believe there's a lot of analysts right now are counting Workhorse to make a comeback. At least the stock should be priced at a price target at $20 per share right now. Now, keep in mind that they will have production ramping up to have vehicles on the market for this year, if not 2022. Depends on how the pandemic is handled. We understand there's a surge in cases in different places. So this is kind of slowing production of many of these car manufacturers. But at the same time, right now, I believe in terms of the delivery space, there is still a huge market. And I think these guys are positioned right now in a great spot to take control of the market. Now, we understand that the Fords and also the big companies that was doing their sprinters, like Mercedes and those guys, they will have their electric vehicle at some point as well. There's no mistake about that. We can see that huge investment that Volkswagen did in QuantumScape. So I believe there's a company from Taiwan as well is also doing their solid state batteries. So they will be competing. Toyota as well is investing in a company that's doing their own as well. So there will be a lot of competition in this space in the future. But again, in terms of supplies and demand in America, for sure, and the Workhorse will be one of the main player. So if you guys are watching the stock, if you take a look over the last year, obviously we know in 2020 was a big rise for the stock. Um, it's definitely coming from in the low, like $253, and we saw as high as $4 per share until we have that pullback here. Now, for me personally, guys, this is not financial advice to tell you guys to get in or not. But if I was looking to invest in an EV company at this stage for $13.25, and if I had to choose between Workhorse, between Pfizer, or between, say, Nikola. Now, I still don't count Nikola out. I still have Nikola in my portfolio. I have hopes for them. It will only take time, right? And this is not a race, guys. This is a marathon. You just got to take your time when you invest in. Think about it as if you look at McDonald's today, McDonald's wasn't the same company it is right now as what it was, say 30 years ago, right? Or 20 years ago. If you look at Coca-Cola, it was the same thing. It wasn't the same company what it was back then. If you look at Apple, if you look at Tesla, right? These companies take small steps until they reach their full potential. So I definitely think Workhorse will play a huge role in this. Now, if you guys are thinking to invest in the EV space, obviously Tesla is one of the main guys that you have there. We also see NIO, we see Xpeng. Um, there are other companies, right, that you could choose from. But for sure, if you're looking at a company that will have a footprint in the delivery space, then definitely Workhorse is the company that you need to invest in. So I don't want to sound like I'm selling you guys on this, but I'm just sharing my own opinion. Hopefully this touched someone out there that's trying to make a decision. Guys, let's try to help this channel to grow. I'm looking forward to see the comments below, what you guys think, how you guys are looking at it. Are you guys invested in Workhorse so far? Are you planning to buy more shares in the company? Are you planning to just do shares or options or whatever you want to do at that point? Me personally, I have whole shares in Workhorse. Now, if we take a look as well, let's see here. If you guys are thinking options, I can't tell you guys if you need to buy or not. Again, this is purely on my experience I'm sharing here with you guys. But if you guys are looking for options, definitely you guys could take a look to see what's going on. I'd still try to go for the May 7. I'm thinking of getting on the side for May 7 for the option call. You can still like pick up an option call for May or for even later on in the year to see what you want to do. Now, again, guys, keep in mind option is still risky as well. You can lose your money potentially. Guys, know that before you invest, always consult a financial advisor if you're not sure what to do, or do some research. Right, most of these things you can definitely do research online and learn to see how you're doing. Now, it's not a great day so far. I'm up around 7,000 for the day. Um, but overall, it should be interested for the next few, I would say next few days, next week to see what it is. Yesterday was a better day for me, so I'm taking time to see what the market is pushing. But if you guys are taking an eye on Workhorse, definitely 11.50 to $12 was perfect entry for anyone that got in. Hold your shares for now. Same goes for Lordstown. I was able to get some more shares that was below $10 per share. We saw a fuel cell touches 950, 960 per share as well. So there are a lot of buying opportunities still in the EV market, but you guys have to balance your portfolio. And I let you guys know that I need to cut down on the amount of companies I invest in. There's too many companies going on there. The only issue is because I exploded in terms of investing in different companies because the market was so bad that everything was so cheap. And from making profits from one investment, you put in another, and it goes from one to one. And this is why I tell you guys, you don't have to start with a lot. I didn't start with a lot. It's just that I invest, I take profit from one company, and then I move into a new company. Or for example, if I start with 10,000, if I buy, I say workhorse, I'd say $3. And if I made a profit where it sell, I'd say $19 per share. Then I kept the profit in the company in shares. And then I take my capital out, invest in another company, and I keep doing the cycle. Basically, I'm just rinsing the same process over and over. Go to a new company, do the same thing over. But again, hope this makes sense to you guys. If you guys are thinking of going into workhorse, these are some of the strategies that I use that I think will be beneficial to anyone. It could be a seasoned investor, it could be a professional on Wall Street, it could be a guy just starting out, right? Just buy low, sell high. And the same like philosophy goes for real estate. You buy low, you sell high. Or I'm gonna have a next video in terms of real estate investing for you guys that's and it's thinking to use in the stock market as an avenue to make money to invest in the real estate. That's another game I want to put at you guys. But right now, guys, let's make sure that we set a goal with Workhorse. I think it will hit $20 per share very soon in the next coming months. And then after that $20, once it breaks that $20 barrier, then for sure we're looking at 30 and 40, if not 50 in the next like 12 months or so. So hope this video makes sense to you. If you guys appreciate the content, please go ahead and subscribe. Let's help this family to grow. Let's share what we know to make sure we can have this community succeed. And you see, I'm a regular dude, just like you, young entrepreneur. I've worked for years, multiple years, 9 to 5. It wasn't cutting it. And then I just started doing investment. And for the last, I would say, 6, 7 years, if not more, that's what I do on a regular basis. So please like, please share, please subscribe, leave a comment. Peace out.